everybody, it's steamjoe here, and I am back with another review. This one is for Sony's OTT TV streaming service named PlayStation Vue. Now, we've all seen the commercials about Sony's claims to cutting the TV cord, the traditional TV cord of satellite and cable subscriptions with the PlayStation Vue service. And from my personal experience, I'm using a free trial right now. All I can say is this service is off the chain. If you want to use this as an alternative to cable or satellite, I would recommend it personally because you do get all your channels, you get your sports programming, live programming. This app is crazy good. Now, to stream, you need a PlayStation 3 or a PlayStation 4, a iOS or Android device, tablet or smartphone, a Fire TV stick, a Fire TV box, or a Chromecast streaming adapter, or the newly announced TV. You can now stream it off of the Android TVs, or you can do it off of your PC or Mac. So you have a bevy of options. So if you have one of those products, you can stream it off of. Now, as far as using multiple devices, you have to go to Sony.com and get more information on that because it can be a little tricky as far as what devices can mix with other devices. Because if I'm correct, you cannot stream with two PlayStation 3 consoles at the same time, unless you have like two different Vue accounts. But just go to the Sony's official website and they'll give you more information on that. But if you do have one of those products or all of them, then use one to stream and try this thing out. It's a free trial. But as you can see, they have all of the different shows that come on TV. Walking Dead, The Simpsons, The Big Bang Theory, The Kelly File, Anderson Cooper, American Horror Story, Law and Order, Modern Family. I mean, this thing is jam-packed with content. And the interface is actually pretty easy to use. You spend like 5 minutes just to get acquainted with it, but once you do and get a feel for it, then you will be using this thing like a champ. So let me give you an example of how easy it is. And also, the PlayStation Vue, has a on-demand section. So like, let's say you missed last week's or a week before last episode, you can actually go on demand and catch it. So let's say you missed the big premiere of The Walking Dead that came on. Hey, with this, you can catch up on it. And each show gives you more episodes to go back on than others. So with The Walking Dead, it only gives you season 7, episode 1, 2, and eventually 3 once it premieres. But then other shows like Empire let you actually go back to previous seasons, or Penny Dreadful. You can go back previous seasons and catch up on the season or two you may have missed. And once you search something, and they always give you other stuff that you may like, sort of like Netflix. So yeah, Supernatural, Van Helsing, Stand Against Evil, but this is just all stuff based on what you typed in. Now, if you want to search for a show, which is also pretty easy, you will click search either by holding triangle or going all the way up to the top of the screen and clicking the magnifying glass. And here you can find any program you want. So let's look for Empire. That's a pretty big show. And as you can see, Empire is right there. Also Boardwalk Empire, soccer if you're a fan of soccer. And then they also give you other shows that are based on what you typed in. So as you can see, it's a pretty big list. And let's go to the list of channels. Okay. So we want to hit Explore. Guide. And also they have a traditional TV guide setting or TV guide setup. So if you want to just look at stuff like this, you can, which I think is also pretty good. You can go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in advance, which is pretty cool. Yeah, ABC on demand, Fox on demand, NBC on demand. So you have a lot of different ways to search and to look for the content that you like. I would play this, but because of copyright issues, I don't want to get caught. But as you can, but as you can see, The Walking Dead. I mean, this thing is crazy good. Okay, so and you can also create a list of your favorite shows. So let's say you want to put a show in your favorites list, just like Netflix. You select it, put it in my shows, and whenever you want to access it instantly, you can. Okay, so now this is the main menu. This will be the first page you hit when you start out PlayStation Vue, either on a console, computer, phone, or Fire TV stick, box, Chromecast. It'll all start up the same way. So they give you timeline, and that's just the stuff you went to. Live TV, which will include sports and different shows that's running live. My shows, which I showed you before, you can put your favorite programs in this category, and if you want to access them quickly, you can. Favorite channels. Now, this is where you can view all your channels. So, PlayStation Vue has 4 plans, and each one has a different price based on the channels you get. I have the Ultra Slim package. I can't remember how much it costs, but for all the pricing information, go to Sony.com or PlayStationView.com, and they will give you all of that. I have the biggest package you can get on the free trial, and it includes 122 channels. So you get Telemundo, ABC On Demand, Fox, NBC, AMC, BET, Bravo, Cartoon Network, Boomerang. You get 3 different versions of BET, CMT, and also you get movie channels too. So the 3 you get is Cinemax, HBO, and Showtime. And also, depending on where you live, you get the sports channel, the local sports channels. So Fox Sports, NBC Sports. Because I live on the West Coast, I get Bay Area, CSN Bay Area, CSN California, CSN Plus. All ran through NBC, CNN. Fox is on here, Fox News. You get Disney channels from Disney Junior, Disney XD, Discovery. Oh, I'm sorry, and Epix too. You get Epix as a movie channel, so you get 4 movie channels. And ESPNs, ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN News, ESPNU, ESPN Deportes, and then your Foxes, Fox Business, News, Deportes, Prime Ticket, San Diego, because I live on the West Coast, Fox College Sports. I mean, this thing is loaded with channels. Freeform, FX, FX Movies, FXX, Golf. There's one HBO right there, and you also get 2 different versions of the movie channel. So HBO West and HBO East. So let's say you missed something on, since I live West, then basically I just catch the stuff on the West thing. But if you wanted to do East and watch it earlier, you could. Impact, Logo, MTV, MTV Live Classic, MTV2, so if you want to listen to music, you can, MTVU, the Nickelodeons, National Geographic, NFL Network, you can also watch too. There's your Showtime East and West, Oprah's network, own Sony movie channel. I forgot about that also. I think they show commercials if I'm correct, but that's another movie channel. 5. TNT, True TV, Travel, USA, Velocity, Universal HD, another movie channel. I think they show commercials too, but it's still a movie channel, so then that's 6. I mean, this thing is loaded, and it's 4 different plans to choose from. And if you want, you can add the movie channels that you want to see. So, like, let's say you're a big fan of HBO and not of Showtime, or vice versa. Then you can add one, but not take the other one, which helps with pricing, you know. And let me scroll back up. But this thing is loaded. So, and now the next thing is with the internet connection. Now I have Cox's Gigablast, which is 1,000 megabytes per second, or a gig. From my previous test, from the test that someone else did with a 20 gigabyte, or one of my friends, they ran a free trial with 20 megabytes per second as their internet speeds, and they had very, very good movement. You know, the one thing you always worry about with streaming services is how quick is it? How crisp is it? Is there any lag? Is there any pixelation on the screen? And I don't get any of that. Now, granted, I have a very, very, very fast internet connection, but my friend used 20 megabytes per second, and he said it was a perfect streaming experience. If I'm correct, Sony says that the minimum megabytes per second is 5, if I'm correct. And you can see what yours is if you go to your service provider's website, log into your account, and then they should have a graph that shows how fast your internet is and also how much you pay for it. So the minimum is 5, but with personal experience using a gig, 1,000 megabytes per second, this thing is perfect. I mean, it's just perfect. I would play something for you guys, but because of copyright issues, I don't know if I can get away with it. I just want to show you guys though. Let's see. Let's go to all channels. Yeah, I don't think I can play anything. But take it from me, if you have a fast internet connection or internet connection that is stable, download a free trial, get one of the devices, or if you have a device that is Vue compatible, just try to trial out. You know, it's not going to hurt, and you will see that this experience is great. I'm glad Sony did this. They are trying to expand on it. They just recently added PC and Mac support, so now you can view it on your computer. But this will be the next big thing, streaming services for TV channels. I know HBO is starting their own streaming service. If I'm correct, so is Showtime. But this is going to be the big thing now. I know Google Chromecast has been around, and they've been doing it. Roku boxes, they've been doing it too. So now it's the Sony's turn, you know, and so far, this is pretty good. This is pretty good, and this will be the future. You know, you always have your satellite company and your cable company, but there will be a stronger section dedicated to people who don't want to get either one of the two, either because of pricing, because of location, whatever, you know. So that does help, you know, and then this gives the bigger companies an opportunity to get even better at what they do. So now that DirecTV or Dish Network sees this, now they'll up their game, and now Comcast, Cox, they'll up their game too in the cable section, because you have strong competition from this also. And then that just gives the consumers a better choice. They get better options, better choices, better prices, you know. And I always say when you have strong competition from competitors, then the consumer always wins. And I'm glad Sony did this. I'm very, very glad. So most likely I will extend my free trial to a paid subscription, and I will enjoy me some PlayStation Vue. So because this is a review, I have to give it a score, and I give the PlayStation Vue for any device because there's so many devices it works on now. But I'll just say this: I give the PlayStation Vue, the app itself, no matter what device you use it on, 10 steams out of 10. And it's the first 10 I ever gave on my channel, but this product deserves it. 10, let me put my fingers up, 10 steams out of 10. And that's about it. So I encourage anybody who is interested in Vue, hey, try the trial out. Check out the trial and see how it fits you. But guys, thanks for watching my review of PlayStation Vue. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will have more content coming, so stay tuned. And as always, steamjoe out.